Hello and welcome to this presentation of Hope Family Life Common Initiative Group in Boya, Cameroon. Hope Family Life Common Initiative Group is a registered charity and human rights organization with head office in Boya, the chief town of the southwest region of the Republic of Cameroon. Hope Family Life, though it was carrying out activities as far back as 2003, became a registered charity and human rights organization only on the 6th of January 2014. Hope Family Life was born out of a passion to inspire love, heal hearts, and change lives. And our mission is to build complete individuals for a better world. As our vision, we seek to add value to human lives, to end poverty, and to build a more equitable and better world where every human being has a reason to be happy. Hope Family Life Common Initiative Group Boya has 5 main programs. We have entrepreneurship and economic development, education, humanitarian activity or charity, human rights and justice, and finally, health. I will begin by talking about education. Under our education program, we offer scholarships to orphans and the needy. We pay their tuition. We provide school needs like books, wares, shoes, and accommodation wherever necessary and possible. And under our educational program or the scholarship program, we have an annual scholarship scheme which we call Hope Scholarship Scheme. And this is an annual program that runs every year. And as of date, we have been able to sponsor more than 60 students and pupils from different localities in the northwest, in the southwest region, and in the littoral region of the Republic of Cameroon. Still under education, we run a program which we call Career Dream Day, in which we orientate children or students or learners on career choices. We help them also to get counseling from professionals in different institutes and universities in order to give them an idea of exactly what obtains in their field of choice. The next program I would like to talk about is entrepreneurship and economic development. Poverty is a problem worldwide, and we think that to alleviate poverty, we need to equip individuals and help them to be financially autonomous. And this necessitates skill training and provision of small capitals. And we do a lot of activities in that domain. We teach women and girls on the production of liquid soap, bar soap, the dyeing of fabrics, production of Vaseline, the production of other household goods and things that can generate income. We equally have the vision of opening a vocational training center where we'll be able to have carpentry workshops, fashion designing workshops, computer workshops, name the rest, hairdressing, and so on, in order to train young people and those who are not having the means to go to regular training centers and be able for them to be able to acquire skill for life. Let's talk about our philanthropy or humanitarian activities. This is actually, together with education, this is actually one of the core activity we have been carrying out through or since the creation of this organization. In our humanitarian work, we have provided needs to orphans in orphanages and to orphans around in the community in which we live. As of now, we have been very active in the field. We have provided bedding materials to many orphanages, including Grace of God Philanthropic Orphanage in Boya, St. Glory Orphanage in Boya, Clevic Orphanage in Kumba, Canaan Orphanage in Bojongo Douala, All Nations Orphanage in Tiko subdivision. And we equally have an annual program in which we support widows with basic needs, foodstuffs generally. And other humanitarian activities will respond to needs in every part of the country wherever possible, because the main challenge we have now is funding. Let's talk about our health program. Under our health program, we do sensitization on HIV prevention and prevention of sexually transmitted diseases in general. We equally advise communities on how to fight endemics or epidemics like cholera, malaria, dysentery, and other diseases which break out in communities. Under our health programs, we equally provide financial assistance to people who are sick and don't have the means to foot their hospital bills. And we have done so many in these cases. The recent outings have been the helping of one internally displaced person in the bush called Florence, and another mother who was recently rushed to the hospital, Mama Joanna, whose case is still very precarious because she has developed a heart disease and need a specialized medical attention. We have been doing this over the years and we want to do more, but we have limitation. Let's talk about our human rights and justice program. Here we sensitize people on their basic human rights and we advocate for policy changes. You know, information is vital in fighting injustices in communities, and we educate people around us on their basic human rights and on how they can fight for their rights using peaceful means. I want to make an appeal, and that leads me to talk about an ongoing crisis in my country, Cameroon, for the past 3 years counting. The popularly called Anglophone crisis is actually a civil war that is going on between the separatist movement called the Ambazonia, or the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, which is seeking to establish an independent state, comprises of the former British Trust Territory, which is now called Northwest and Southwest of Cameroon. But under the UN, they were called the British Southern Cameroons, and this was going on between them and the regular forces of the government of Cameroon, or which some people prefer to call the government of French-speaking Cameroon. This war has been going on for over 3 years now. It was sparked by a civil action taken by teachers and lawyers of the English-speaking Cameroon section of the country, which is now called Northwest and Southwest Cameroon, or regions of the Republic of Cameroon. And this war has brought untold suffering to the people of my country, especially those in the Northwest and the Southwest regions of Cameroon. Official records as published by United Nations High Commission for Refugees or by the International Crisis Group, or by Transparency International and other NGOs, puts official figures at more than 3,000 people killed this far. But I must say that this figure is very, very small compared to what is happening on ground, because mass graves have been discovered in different localities of our regions. Many people have been missing and we don't know their whereabouts. Scores are being killed and buried in bushes on daily basis, and they are not accountable for, or are not accounted for. Many have died in situations where only bones were discovered months after. So nobody is able to have an exact figure of how many have been killed this far. But popular opinion around says that actually more than 12,000 have been killed this far in this war that is ongoing. Also, more than 600 of our people have run and sought for refuge in neighboring countries, especially in Nigeria. And millions are in the bushes and in the forest without shelter, without food, without health care, without access to electricity, without access to good drinking water. They are at the mercies of reptiles, they are at the mercy of mosquitoes, and these people in their estimated millions are in the bushes. Why are they in the bushes? Because more than 120 villages, not houses, more than 120 villages have been completely burnt down, mostly by the forces of the army of the Republic of Cameroon. They have burnt down more than 120 villages. And some pictures are circulating on social media where this military were actually caught on camera, burning homes, burning whole villages, raising them down. And this has led to people escaping for their lives to go to the bushes and to the forest. I must say that many have been burnt alive in their homes in this process. Old parents were unable to run. Blind parents were unable to run. Lame and crippled were unable to run. There are scores of people who have been butchered by forces from both sides. Whether the Amazonian separatist movement or the military forces, they have committed heinous humanitarian or human rights violations, killing scores and burning some alive. Torture videos are circulating on social media of either both sides torturing civilians or people, forcing them to confess things they don't know about. And we are in a very difficult situation. And the thing is, we wonder why the world is so silent to our cries. We have hunger and malnutrition. Our people don't have access to food. They can't eat because all their sources of livelihood have been burnt down. They have no access to medical care. Many are dying in the bushes because of lack of medical care. As I speak, I feel like crying because I remember the case of a boy of 21 years who suffered pain in the leg, and because of no medical attention, this young man had to die. There are scores of them dying all over our land because of no medical attention. There are pregnant women in the bushes who have no access to antenatal care. They go through their gestation period without going for any medical checkup. They give birth to children with various kinds of diseases. These children don't have any access to medical care. They don't even have access to decent health. They are sleeping in the open. Some who manage to make makeshift settlements where they are able to put a kind of, use branches of trees to be able to build a kind of, it's sad. And these people are at the mercies of death. That is why I come to you today. The needs are enormous. Our people are suffering. Our people are dying. Our people needs help, and they need their help urgently. We need to act fast while waiting on the government of Cameroon to end the senseless war, while waiting on the UN Security Council to intervene and put an end to this war, while waiting for African Union, which is a toothless bulldog, which has done nothing as of now to intervene and end the war in Cameroon. It's important that people who are sensitive to human suffering do something to put an end to this war. We need money to help these people. My phone keep ringing every day of needs here and there, cases of which need surgery, cases of hunger. We need your help, and that's why we have come to you. Please, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your ethnicity. Even if you are a Cameroonian, it doesn't matter whether you're a French-speaking Cameroonian or an English-speaking Cameroonian. It doesn't matter your nationality. Lives are at risk in Cameroon. People are dying every day, and they need urgent attention. And I think you watching, you listening to me, you watching this video, I think you can do something. Please come to our rescue. These people need food, as I said before. They need medication. They need clothes. They need shelter. They need mattresses. They need kitchen utensils. They need a safe environment. There are so many of them that I would have loved to remove from the bushes, but I don't have an accommodation for them. Or that we would have loved to remove from the bushes, but we don't have the accommodation. We don't have the financial means to build them some, at least even if they are makeshift settlements in safe areas, it could be more decent, where they will even have access to drinking water. Many are dying of cholera. Many are dying of dysentery. Many are dying of malaria in the bushes. Please, we need your help. You cannot keep quiet at such a time as this. You cannot be silent at such a time as this. Remember, you are a human being. And the people who are dying in the bushes, they are human beings like you. You are living in your comfort. You can at least eat every day. You can even spare food. Why throw food in the dustbin? These people need that food. Why keep so much money in the bank account? There are people dying. There's one of them, you cannot imagine that I gave her just 20,000 francs CFA, which is just equivalent to about $20 US for treatment. And this was able to do a miracle. Your financial support of any amount can help somebody. There are women in the bushes who have no access to sanitary pads. And they are using leaves. They are using leaves to take care of themselves during their menses. Please be of help. Be of help. Our people in Cameroon are suffering. Contact us. We will be able to channel your gifts to them. And we shall give you videos and pictures. We shall give you reports of all that your money would have done. Our contacts will be placed on the screen. Our website is www.hopefarmlife.org. www.hopefamlive.org. That's our website. There you will have access to our bank details, to donations by using mobile money, Orange Money, MTN mobile money, Express Union mobile. You will have access to send us your support. You have our contacts. If you want to get to me on WhatsApp, please, you can get me on 685-684-643. WhatsApp contact, please, 685-684-643. Please, we are looking forward to hear from you. We know you can do something. Share our video. Send it to your friends. Send it to organizations. Organize fundraiser for us, please. We need somebody out there who will be able to organize fundraiser for us to collect the funds that we need to help these people. Please, we need your help. Thank you for listening. Thank you for responding to this cry. Thank you for helping the suffering people of the English region, of the northwest and southwest of the Republic of Cameroon. God bless you.